What up? Thought I'd make a quick update. As you can see, we are in the X5, and of course we're in a BMW because you can't be in one without the check engine light being on. That's not a big issue. It's like an O2 sensor, so fuck it. Picked up the bumpers. I met the guy. I thought we were gonna mount them together, but he has shit to do, so I'm just gonna do it on my own. It won't be that hard. I know you can't really see that much, but they look amazing. I was gonna just rhino line them myself, but it was only an extra $200 to just go ahead and get it black powder coated, and that's gonna last a lot longer, so I figured why not. So here they are. There's the front. You can kind of see the stinger. There's the rear right there with you can see the hitch built into it on the lower section right there, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go home, and once I get home, I'm gonna try and set this camera up, and then I'll do a time lapse of me installing the front and rear, and then we'll do a little walk around. But I just wanted to show you guys the bumpers now that I've finally picked them up. All right, I'll see you in the next clip. Peace. You ready? What's going on? Another shitty rainy day in Oregon, but that's okay. We've got a decently fun one today. In the last couple of clips you saw, we're getting ready to put the bumpers on. I unloaded them, so I figured I'd show you what we're working with before we start the time lapse. So this is the front. This is how it came out. This is similar to the one I had on my old X5. I never made a video of it. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's a tube bumper with a stinger front and plating in the middle. And then I have two super solid recovery points right here. These are solid. Like, that ain't going nowhere. And then this piece should protect my little radiator support right there, because hopefully it should hit this before I thought about on that. At least that's the plan anyway, we'll see. But that's the front, and this is the rear. Pretty simple, yet effective. And then I had them build some hitch hardware in there, because the X5s, a lot of them don't come with the hitch, you have to buy it separately. But this should do just fine and be plenty strong. I think it looks good. So yeah, just wanted to show that to you. I did the cutting I was talking about doing in the previous videos. So after the bumper time lapse, I'll do a walk around video, and we can kind of go over where the X5 sits as a whole. So let's get started. Okay, about 20 to 30 minutes later, and the front bumper is on. Not quite sure how I feel about the fitment. I think I know why he had it sit so far out. if I get in an accident or I actually have to use the bumper and end up hitting something, I'm assuming he wanted to leave enough space to where it would only hurt the bumper and not damage the hood or the fender, any of the bodywork, which is good planning, I guess, if that's what his intentions were. But it does sit pretty far out to give that space. My last two bumper was actually sitting like flush, which looked a lot better, but I'm sure if I would have hit something or actually used it, it would have damaged the body as well. So just something I'll have to get used to. They were kind enough to weld in a bolt so I could screw my stock horns back on, so that was nice. I didn't even know they did that. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is what she looks like. I think it looks pretty good, minus the spacing, like I said, but I'll just have to get used to that. Not a big deal. See if I can get a better angle. There we go. All right. So now we'll start on the rear. Round two. Sorry, had to take a quick break. I got the rear bumper off, and if you'll notice, it has built-in studs, and then a nut just goes on the other side to secure it to the body or the frame. This bumper just has holes, and no hardware came with it. The guy who built it said they used all my stock hardware. But once I got to this point, I messaged him and told him that the stock rear bumper had the built-in bolts and just needed a nut, so I can't, there's nothing for me to mount that on. And he realized that they use some bolts from the bin just to get it on there. So I am gonna need to buy that, which is unfortunate because I already have it pulled apart. Luckily, I found these. I don't even know what size they are, but they're thick and they're grade 8, so there's only 2, and I need 4 more, so I'm just gonna use these to get mounted on there, and then I'll go to the store here in a couple minutes and get 4 more. So it sucks, but not too big of a setback. It's been going pretty smoothly. Contemplating cutting the rearmost section of the muffler off just because it's going to look super dumb. Once the bumper's mounted on there, it's just going to be naked. So I'll update you guys in a second. I'll keep the, God, what the fuck is that video mode called? The time lapse going just while I mount the rear up really quick, and then I'm going to go to the store, and then I'll do the walk around and stuff after I get it fully mounted. All right. What's up? It is now nighttime. I didn't have time to make a completion video. I had to do some shit, some non-car shit. So this is the wrap up. I got both bumpers on. It was pretty easy. Like I said in the previous clip, I had to get some hardware for the rear, but I got that sorted out. It's kind of tight in my garage right now with all the fucking parts and bikes and the X5, so I can't give you that much of a good view, but you get the point. I already kind of saw the front bumper from the other clip. And there's the rear. And it curves around. And there's the built-in hitch. And I have a little hook on there. So I can do a better video when we get some sunlight again. After this video, I'm gonna clean up the garage. I always clean up the tools when I'm done. That way, the next time I work on something, they're not all scattered around. I might keep those, I might not, I don't know. I don't really wanna just throw them somewhere, but we'll see. And I don't think I ever did a follow-up on the fenders, but I did end up cutting it. Like I said, I might. So the stock fender actually came to about right here. And then if you follow that line, that's kind of where it sat. So I cut it starting there and took about 1.5 inches off. Gave me a bit more clearance now. I also pulled the entire plastic guard out, so I have way more clearance back there. I'm still rubbing a little bit. Back there, I think. So I need to do some more cutting, some more trimming. Apparently I'm still rubbing on this, maybe, so. Not too big of a deal. Just test runs and more cutting, and then test runs and more cutting. Nothing that I didn't anticipate. The rear looks like shit because I haven't smoothed it out yet. I took about 1.5 inches off the rear as well, and then down here I'm gonna seal all that up as well. And then everywhere that's white, like that's exposed, like right there, the bottom of that, the entire rear section, and then inside the entire front well, I'm going to paint it with bed liner so it doesn't look as shitty. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't really know what's next. I'm trying to think here. I did buy some hyper yellow Nokia bulbs for the high beams, and then I bought super bright LEDs for the reverse light. I think that might be useful if I'm out on trails or something at night, and because I don't have any auxiliary lighting facing the rear. So hopefully super bright LED reverse lights will help me there. And then I was thinking of mounting like a 20-inch or less LED bar along the top of this. Just a single row, like smoked, like super thin and black so it blends in. So might be doing that. But other than that, she runs pretty well. I'm not gonna be doing too much more big stuff. That was the wheels, tires, front and rear bumper, the T-case rebuild. It doesn't have too much stuff left, but at least from here on out, it'll be fun little mods and things I can make myself. So look forward to that. I appreciate you sticking around. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be because I took it in so many clips, but I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you like how it came out. If I can, I'm going to insert a picture at the end so you can see a better shot. I took a couple shots during the daylight after I finished. Maybe I'll make that the thumbnail if possible. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I'll make something either tomorrow or next weekend of a full walk around, just so we can see where we are completely and not in this cramped garage. So, all right, thanks for sticking around.